Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the lounge. Myself and Rocky are back here for episode
Yo.
number 4.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. Fourth episode
Already.
here. We got a Champs preview episode. Call of Duty Champs is next week. And today we're going to be doing a bracket prediction. We also got several topics to talk about after the bracket that we make. But yeah, we're going to be talking a lot of Champs today. How you feeling about Champs?
I'm excited. It's finally coming, man. It's feel like it's been forever since you watched CDL. It's been like a month and a half now. About.
This is about a month. Major 4 was like 1 month before Champs. So
I feel longer than that.
it's a lot of time without COD. And
Um,
like they should have at least had like a minor tournament or something in between. Like a month is crazy. And I
yeah,
don't
it
know
is.
about you. I feel like COD Champs this year has no aura.
Dude, it doesn't, bro. Like, I'm usually hype about it.
I was just thinking about that. Like there's no aura around the tournament this year. Maybe it's due to it being in Kitchener and that like lowered it a little bit, but also I think it's that month break in between Major 4 and Champs. We haven't seen or heard of the CDL in a month, so nobody's even thinking about it.
Yeah, then probably Optic not being one of those top teams and coming in
Yeah,
hot. Even
yeah,
though
that
that's
is true.
probably
Yeah,
the main fan base of CDL's Optic fans.
yeah. I just don't feel like I'm that invested in the Champs right now. And one thing, we haven't seen these teams play in a month, so like so many of these teams could come out and look completely different to how they were a month ago. Like a month is a
Yeah.
long time to improve. So that's what's going to make our little prediction here maybe a little bit harder. Is like some teams might be way better. The Heretics have been looking good, but that was a month ago. Maybe they're awful now in scrims. Who knows? We'll have to find out next week as the matches play out.
Mm-hmm.
But that also kind of makes it interesting because then, whenever we watch, we may have no clue who's about to win that series because we have not seen these teams play. Now I'm
Yeah.
sure the top teams like Thieves and FaZe will still be looking good, but anyone else in there, who knows? Who knows what teams show up to play?
Yep, you're right. All that extra time they have, extra VOD time. Or maybe some of these teams might be slacking. Maybe they're feeling comfortable.
Maybe. I've been watching Abeezy's vlogs. He's been pumping out some content on YouTube, and
Okay. I didn't see that.
he said that like the first couple weeks or whatever, they scrimmed the teams on their side of the bracket, and then the last 2 weeks they scrimmed the teams on the other side of the bracket or something like that.
Mm,
That's how they did it.
okay.
So I don't
I
know,
didn't know
but
that.
they've at least been scrimming each other, and yeah, I don't got much else to say other than the fact that like it doesn't feel like Champs. Like I'm not nearly as hyped for it as I have been, and I think it's because of those factors. Like I said,
Yeah, and I was looking forward to going to this champs too, because I've been going through the last 2 years with my IRL homies, and we told ourselves like, oh, let's keep this going as like a yearly tradition. Then we found out rumors of being in Canada. Like, okay, Toronto. People always say Toronto's always a good vibe for a major event. I'm like, all right, it'd be cool. Then they announced Kitchener or whatever it's called.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm surprised with all the backlash they got. They didn't really change the venue, but I guess they're just fully committed to that. So
I think the venue's nice. It isn't like a hockey stadium, but Kitchener is just the most random Toronto town. I mean, I'd never heard of it until Champs was there, and it's apparently like
yeah,
an hour and a half away from Toronto, so not
jeez,
exactly close. Because I think most people are gonna have to fly into Toronto, and then
damn,
apparently
that
there's
Uber
like
drive.
nothing to do in Kitchener either. Like people are gonna be bored. The people
That's
traveling there.
hopefully some teams could host some events. Like I remember in Vegas, 2 years ago, some teams were hosting like after events, like for to meet the fans.
Yeah,
Then last year in Texas, no one hosted anything outside of champs, which I was very surprised by that.
that is true. That is very true. But
But disappointing on not going this year.
yeah, I was hoping to go again because I went to Vegas that 1 year and then didn't go last year, but I
Hmm.
was planning on going again, and then it did not happen because I don't really want to go to Kitchener. Can't lie.
Yeah, especially paying. that flight's probably a little expensive just to fly all the way over there just to go to Kitchener.
Yeah.
like, like, jeez.
Yeah. So, you want to get into this champs bracket that we got here?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
So we'll start from top to bottom. First one up
Okay.
there is Thieves versus Breach. I don't have much to say about this match. I know Breach, didn't they? They did beat Thieves on land once this year, right? I think it was like
Yeah, they
Major
did.
3. They sent him down, or maybe it was
Yeah, they
Major
sent him
2.
down.
But they did beat him. Still, I don't think the Thieves come out and lose round 1 of champs. Like,
No, yeah, I agree. Boston looks pretty decent this year, but it's the
yeah,
Thieves.
yeah. This is gonna be Thieves. How are you feeling? Is like the favorite going into this? Would it be
The
Thieves?
favorite? Yeah, it has to be either Thieves or FaZe.
Yeah, I think those two are the clear favorites. And honestly, like it's those two, and then there's a whole tier of nobody, and then there's a tier of everybody else. Like Surge, they've been to grand finals, but who knows? Heretics have been top 3 at 2 of the 4 majors, but they can't seem to lock it in and make it to the grand finals. Optic is a wild card. They look better at with the Mercury
Yeah.
switch, but we haven't seen them play in a month. Ultra, I know like they really want to win, but they also just seem to be falling short and getting like top 4 most events. And then I don't know about Ravens, but yeah, that's just my take on it. Is that Thieves and FaZe are the clear favorites, and
Yep.
Thieves should win round 1 versus Breach. I think that'll be a pretty easy matchup for them. Surge versus Heretics, it should be a pretty banger though. Like
That's a banger round 1 right there.
this is a hard one to call.
Space going off last major. Heretics looked really good in the qualifiers and also at the major. And just that core 4 they have now, it just I don't know, something about that core 4 they have is something special they have over there in Miami.
Yeah, true. Rancor has been playing well, and then once they put Super into that lineup, they have been kind of unstoppable. Their search and destroy is crazy because Super seems to drop like 15 every search and destroy. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
leaning towards Heretics on this one. Surge, they have gotten second twice this year, but then last major they didn't look great at the major. They were decent in the online. Still, once again, it's been a month, so we don't really know. But I think I have to lean Heretics.
Yeah, I do too. But yeah, you can't be short on Surge though.
Yeah, this could go either way. It just depends which team shows up on that specific day, and I believe it's going to be Heretics, and we'll have a Thieves Heretics rematch. I want to see that anyway. I want to see Scrap v Super again.
Ooh, forgot
Somebody's
about
going to be
that.
sitting down
Yep,
to losers.
that's gonna be
So
a feisty one.
yeah, there's our first little side of the bracket there. We got Thieves winning and Heretics winning, and then the big one, FaZe versus Optic. FaZe is one of the favorites to win. Optic,
Yeah,
I do think they can make it a competitive series, but I just don't know if they're going to be able to do it.
yeah. Optic has the talent for it, but it's FaZe.
Yeah,
FaZe just has their numbers.
yeah. I don't feel confident predicting an upset in that one.
No, but it could go either way though. Optic could come out being the best Optic team we've seen all year, or they could go to what they've been all year, just mid tier.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like FaZe is working hard to make sure that doesn't happen. They are kind of the type of guys that don't want to be embarrassed like that, but you never know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, you
champs.
never
Anything
know.
could happen to champs.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Last match of the beginning side here, we got Ultra and Ravens, the 3 and 6 seeds, I believe.
Yeah, I think yeah.
This one, I think, should go to Ultra. Ravens,
Mm-hmm.
like Ravens got to champs basically because they started off really good in like Major 1 and Major 2, but then Major
Yeah, they
3 and
did.
4, they sucked.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to them. Like Slash, I think it's because Slasher was playing really good in the beginning. I'm not just saying it's just him, but he was a big part of it.
Yeah,
Of them
they
doing good in
looked.
the beginning.
Yeah, Slasher was playing well. Um, TJ Halley was playing well at the start of the year. He's been kind of Mr. Consistent, but I think also
Uh-huh.
Gwyn, the last couple majors, has been not playing as well because
Yeah.
Gwyn is kind of the Carolina superstar. Like they need
Mm-hmm.
Gwyn to be playing well if they want to have a chance, and if he's not playing well, they don't got much of a chance.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably what a lot of their woes have been is Gwyn not playing to standard, but they also drop Vivid, they pick up Dylan Rex, and
Oh yeah.
it I don't think very much changed for him after that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take Toronto on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ultra. Now Ravens, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. They did pick up Rex, and he didn't get much like of an option to practice. I think they played like Thieves his first match, and then they went to the major and they played Thieves at the major, round one or something. So he hasn't played. He hasn't had too many reps against some of the lower level teams, but
Yep.
still, I gotta give it to Ultra here, and then that'll drop all these guys down here. So we'll have Breach at the bottom versus the Surge. We are loser side there. And
Okay.
then Optic dropping, play the Ravens. I feel like Optic and Ravens play a lot. Always feel like they're playing Tej. Oh yeah, this is TJ Halley's first champ since Vanguard.
Damn.
Even he finally made it back. But yeah,
Good for him.
now we're down here, the bottom side of the bracket, Breach versus Surge. Who's going to be going home top 8 out of
Yeah,
these two?
honestly, so Surge is overall the better team, but honestly, I take Breach in this one. Yeah, Boston Breach in this one. I don't know, something about them always starting as losers. I feel like they're actually a decent team. I feel like they come out here just, I don't know,
On
surprise
land,
everybody.
Breach has been successful, but so has Surge. I mean, they did get second twice, but I feel like there's gonna be an
Yeah.
upset somewhere. Somebody's gonna get upset. So I can go with you,
Uh-huh.
Breach. I'm not 100% sold on it, but I think Breach could do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I like them. They just need like one more change for them to compete even better. The SMGs are really good. I feel like they play pretty good all year.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Breach, they could do it. Surge, it's just tough because Surge has done well on land,
Yeah,
but they do have a pretty stinky major 4. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Surge wins, but I just have a gut feeling that Boston Breach might come out here and not get eliminated right away.
Yeah, I agree with this just because I don't think that we're gonna have all the favorites win every single one of these first series
Yeah,
here. So Surge, sorry Surge, you're gonna be going home early, top 8. Optic versus Ravens. Ravens, I feel like could win a series, but Optic seems to have their number, so I can't. I think I gotta choose Optic for
yeah,
this one.
Optic. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Ravens
Yeah,
also just they've literally given no glimmer of hope that they're getting any better, at least towards what
mm,
we saw a month ago. So Optic have at least have looked good with Merc. So I think they're gonna take care of business and at least get a top 6 here at Champs. Not going home
yeah,
top 8.
I like that. I
And
like that.
then that leads us to these top winner side of the bracket matches. Thieves versus Heretics, the rematch. How we feeling?
It's gonna be Thieves. I don't know. I just feel like these are they're my favorite for this whole thing. I just feel like they're gonna start off hot, and Scraps to me. He got hyped last time when he beat him in the last major,
Yeah.
and I feel like momentum's gonna keep going towards the Thieves.
Yeah. I mean, it was this point in Major 4 where the Heretics did beat them and send them down here and they made the run down to losers. But I don't know. Do we think Thieves are chokers on land? Can we say that now? But they won 2
Nah,
majors in a row. I don't think we can really say that.
nah, can't say that.
So they're not really chokers.
They're the real deal.
Yeah. I'll give it to Thieves here. I think it'll be like a pretty close series because there is just so much beef in between these two teams.
Mm-hmm.
But these are going to end up taking it. FaZe versus Ultra. We got the man Simp versus Big Beans.
Boo!
It just
Favorite
feels
player.
weird taking anybody other than FaZe here.
Yeah, I know. I totally agree on that one.
Like, I think FaZe and Thieves meet in this winter final.
Again.
Ultra, man, this is tough, bro.
But then then Ultra's back at home crowd.
They will be in their home crowd.
And
I don't know. I'm
they're
just
not a bad team either, man. They're not a bad team. Just they can
yeah.
close out some series sometimes.
Yeah, it's just really hard to pick FaZe or pick them over FaZe because FaZe is so
Yeah.
consistent. And then Ultra, I mean, Ultra could definitely beat FaZe, but it's like 1 out of 10, 1 out of 15. Like, how many series is it going to be that series? I'm not getting the vibe that's going to be an Ultra upset.
Mm. No, I see you right there.
Yeah, I think it's FaZe.
Yeah.
We'll have a FaZe
Okay.
versus Thieves winner final up there. And then, so
Once
that,
again.
yeah. So that drops the Heretics down. That drops the Ultra down. And now we got Breach versus Heretics. I don't think this. I think this one could be like a 3-0 Heretics.
Yeah, Breach will not go this far right here. This is where their journey ends.
Breach lock in. They do get a win at Champs, but then their steam quickly goes out, and Heretics clean them up down here. They move on, and then we have Optic Ultra. Now this is one that I think is like a neck and
Yeah.
neck matchup. These are two teams.
Mm.
This is like a real 50-50 here. This is literally whichever team shows up playing better COD that day.
Yeah, let's see. I remember Optic faced Ultra round 1 last major. Who won that one? It was Optic, right?
I think so because they played FaZe next.
Yeah, so they beat them major the last major, and they beat them right before going to major 4.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll take a look over here. These
I believe.
majors. That's the schedule. Oh, major 3. Oh, wait.
No, major 4.
Oh, yeah, major. Yeah, that was major 3. Whoops. All right, major 4. We had Optic Ultra. Optic win that 3-1.
Yeah, and I believe the week before the last qualifiers, they 3-0'd them.
Yeah, they did win that one. So Optic seemed to have Ultra's number. Do they keep that number though? Or are Ultra trying to get some revenge? They're like, we're tired of losing to Optic. We're not ending our regular season here losing to Optic.
I'm just being biased because I love Optic a lot. But they did look good last major with Mercules.
They secure a top
Uh,
4 last major.
yeah, and that's what Dashy not having a really great major for.
That is true. Actually did not have a great major. Ultra, they lose round 1. They beat Ravens in a map 5. Wow, I kind of forgot about that. We got them beating Ravens there. They 3-1 Gorillas. Then they bow out top 6 to Thieves 3-1.
The bias wants to say Optic, and I think I'm gonna stay with that.
I could see Optic winning it. Like it's close, but Optic seems to have their number.
Mm-hmm.
Home crowd advantage. However, Optic always has fans no matter where it is in the world.
Yeah, no matter what's a home crowd for them.
So yeah, Ultra, sorry. Joe Deceives, I like you, but you're getting top 6 of champs. Just the luck of the draw there. You play FaZe, you're gonna lose to Optic and losers. It's just how it is. And that'll give Ultra's best performance, I think, ends up being this top 3 here at Major 3. Tough. That's tough.
And that was without Beans. That was with Mercules on their team.
Yeah, true. Dude, looking at these makes me realize the Heretics, they're a scary team. They beat FaZe in this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh. But yeah. All right. So that leads us to just 4 teams remaining. We're already in the top 4 here out of the 8. We'll go with Heretics and Optic first.
Oh, dude, I don't know about this one, man. This is where it gets tough right here.
Heretics, they secure 3rd and Major 4. Major 3, they bow out at 4th. Major 2, where did the Heretics fall? I think they had a pretty tough Major 2. Oh, yeah, they faced Thieves, losers round 1. They got top 12, okay. And then Major 1, I think they got 4th again. Or they got 3rd. So in 4 majors, they got 3rd twice, 4th once, and top 12 once.
Okay.
Optic was, what, top 8, top 8, top 8, top 4.
Yeah.
Might have been the top 12 in
Okay.
there. I'm not 100% sure.
Man, like I said, with Mercury's, they look different. They do look different, but then Heretics, man, they might come into this hot this champs. Cause they ended a pretty good Major 4. Ah, man, I don't know. This is where I get stuck. I get stuck right here. I don't know. This one could go either way.
Yeah. You want me to say where I'm leaning?
Wait, against the Heretics.
I'm leaning towards the Heretics in this one.
Okay.
I just don't know if I have faith in Optic to make a top 3 run with how the season's gone.
Feel like they might come into this trying to prove the haters wrong. Because
They
they're the
could.
most
They
top
could.
team, most top trash team this year for how horrible they've been playing after winning champs last year. And all the roster changes they've been through. But I don't blame you. I don't blame you if they're taking Heretics though.
Yeah,
I don't blame you.
Heretics is probably what my pick would be.
I would go ahead and do that. That's like it could go either way for me. So
Optic
go
secure
Heretics then.
4th place, and with how the season went, I think they're okay with 4th there. Of course, you want to win,
Yeah.
but they were worried about making champs at one point, so they'll take a 4th. So Heretics move on. Then we got FaZe and Thieves winners finals. This is where it could get mixy here.
Yeah, this is one like it's one or the
This
other.
is a guess, bro. This is a
This is
guess.
this is like 1A, 1B right here.
It's like either one of these guys could win it. It really depends on the day. Like, how are they feeling that day? How are their guns feeling that day? That's literally what it is here.
What
Like,
major was it? Was which one was it? Didn't they go map like the last map on one of them?
yeah, this is Major 1, that phase 1,
Oh,
game
major one.
7.
Oh, game 7. Okay, that was that one. Okay.
FaZe beat them winners finals and grand finals. And
Both
then
these
they
teams
didn't
are
make it.
2-2.
They got top 4 there. And then they didn't really play again until Major 4 on LAN, at least. And that's where FaZe took a 4-2 L.
This is hard. These are the two teams that ran the league the whole year.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even close. Oh,
Do you have one that you're leading towards here?
just based off the. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go out based off the other brackets for the majors. I'm gonna go Thieves just because which was the major 3 phase got knocked out pretty quick. That's gonna be my only reason why.
I mean, Major 3 FaZe get a top 6. They lose to Surge round 1. Heretics here for top 6, 3-2.
That might be the only reason why I choose it, but actually, hold on. Didn't
But
Thieves get knocked out early on too? One time?
Thieves have had. This is when they lost a breach round 1 here, Major 2. They did end up securing 4th, but they get 3-0'd by Ultra. So
That's when
they've had their share of not great tournaments.
but I feel like the beginning though, they were trying to figure out how to play together with all our star power.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna say Thieves.
this is just literally a guessing game here at this point.
Yeah, I take Thieves right here.
Thieves win the first matchup. I'll agree with you.
Yeah, I was trying to make like a reason why I chose them, but I can't.
Yeah, there's no reasoning really. It's like
Yeah.
it's a guess. I think we think Thieves is gonna win it. Then we have Heretics versus FaZe. I think it's a FaZe versus Thieves champs. They've been the top guys all year. Could be an upset. Heretics, they've been like trying to do it, but they haven't been able to.
They could, but I don't think they will though. But they could though. Would I like to see it? Yes, I would love to see that.
Yeah, I
But
mean, with how the beef has been between Miami and the Thieves, it'd be cool to see them in the grand finals. But I don't think FaZe does that or lets it
yeah,
happen
no,
at least. I guess I just
yeah,
think FaZe got top 6 last champs. Are they
they
chokers?
did.
But then they won EWC, so
Let's go ahead and put them in the championship right there against the Thieves.
okay, who is going to win
Okay, this is what
champs?
you're saying. They're chokers. But I have a feeling They're gonna finally win it this year.
You think FaZe is gonna get another
Yeah,
ring?
I think FaZe is getting another ring this year.
It is a Treyarch game. They won in Cold War, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
FaZe
Cold War.
does it. You think it's a
I,
game 7, or you think they like it's like a 4-2?
I say it'd be like a 4-2 maybe.
I can agree with FaZe. I don't know if it's Scrappy's year yet to get his
But
ring.
like we said, it's a guessing game though. It's a guessing game, but just for some reason something's telling me FaZe is getting the ring this year. And Salium will be the championship the champs MVP.
Sell him the MVP.
Yeah.
FaZe. Well, yeah, you got FaZe 4-3, 4-2, 4-1.
I say 4-2.
FaZe 4-2. The COD champs champions. I agree with that. I can see FaZe doing it.
Yeah, I feel like they could finally shut up some of the haters saying like, remember going to this year like, oh, is the trio finally gonna break up?
Yeah. Even if
And
FaZe gets another like top 6, I just don't think they make a change. That's a topic for a whole nother time. And even if it does happen, but like no FaZe fan can say they had a bad year when they won the first 2 majors. Like you win 2 majors, you had a pretty good year.
they went to the finals in Major 4. So going to
Yeah.
the finals 3 out of 4.
Yeah, you win 2, you get 1 second place. And then even if you have a bad tournament here, you still have the EWC. But yeah, that's a whole different topic. Here's our final champs bracket. We got FaZe winning 4-2 over Thieves in the grand finals. Heretics getting 3rd, Optic getting 4th, and the
I
rest of the
like
matches
that.
playing out. I think it's a pretty decent bracket. We didn't do too many upsets, but I'm not sure that there will be a ton of upsets.
The only one if I say was iffy would probably be that Boston versus Surge, but
Yeah. And then maybe we're giving too much credit to the Heretics, but they've been in the convo all year long. We just looked at it. Couple 3rd places, a 4th, 1 bad tournament where they meet Thieves in losers round 1. So I'm happy with the bracket. This is so tough. These brackets are so tough.
Yeah, I know.
We'll have to take a look next week while we're talking about it, see how we did. And yeah, you guys let us know if we cooked or if we are gonna get
Hey,
cooked.
imagine we get everyone right.
All right, there is our Call of Duty Champs bracket. We've got a few more things to talk about in this episode. One of them being the EWC, because Champs is a big thing. The top 3 challenger teams of Champs are going to make it to the Esports World Cup. Omit won DreamHack Dallas, and that's why they are in. And that's a team with a Vivid, Mac, Mamba, and Cruz or Craze. But then all the rest of your CDL teams are in here too. Remember last year, like Vegas, because it was still the Vegas Legion, they just didn't send the team. They didn't want to do it.
Oh yeah.
So
I
then Rocker
forgot
ended
about
up picking
that.
up a few other players like Estriel.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
Forgot
here's
about
how
that.
you can see some of the orgs behind the team names. Here you got Oxygen Esports, that's Breach, Cloud9, of course, Gentlemates, LAG, Team Heretics, that's Miami, G2. Do you know who that is?
The Gentlemates?
No, this is Gentlemates up here.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay. No, I don't.
G2 is Rocker.
Oh, okay.
Movistar Koi. Any guesses?
No, I don't.
This is Ultra.
Mm.
And then honestly, I'm not even sure on Luminosity. Process of elimination is whatever team is missing now at this point. I can't think right now.
Okay, I might sound dumb asking this question, but how come there are different names?
Well, the CDL, they have like their brand. So
Okay.
the city and then their like brand / mascot or whatever.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean now. Okay. Yeah, okay. I remember that with Optic Gaming. Okay.
Yeah, so the Optic Gaming, they're instead Optic Texas.
Makes sense.
And this is just the
Okay.
org behind it. Like FaZe Clan, Atlanta FaZe, their FaZe is the org
Yeah.
behind it. So yeah. Luminosity, what org are we missing that Luminosity's behind? Shoot, I can't think. We got Rocker, we got oh, I think Luminosity is Surge. So Luminosity is Surge.
Okay.
So yeah. There are your Esports World Cup participants, and then champs is pretty big with the challenger stuff because 3 more teams will be added. And whether or not they make a run here, who knows? But this is going to be like another month, 3 weeks or so after champs, so we'll be talking about it in future episodes. And then moving on to a little bit of Black Ops 7 action. A couple more things came out about it. We had a big Black Ops 7 episode last week, if you missed that. But yeah, Activision says Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will not have wall running or jetpacks. They confirmed this. It's just going to be an evolution of Omni movement. I don't know how you can evolve it anymore, but no wall running, no jetpacks.
What was that thing that happened a few months ago? They were able to like wall run. One of all those leaks, like in the files, people were able to like
I don't know.
get into the files and wall run with like a little like boost jump, like a jetpack.
Yeah, there were videos of people doing that on Black Ops 6, so I don't know what that was. Maybe they let it leak out as a test and they saw people weren't really vibing with it, and they're like, all right, we're not doing that. But what is an evolution of Omni movement? Like, how do you do more movement if it's not like jetpack or wall running? Like a double jump or something?
I don't know.
We can already sprint every direction. We can dive every direction. We can lay down backwards.
Maybe a bunny hop. Maybe I'll bring that back. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? We'll have to see. The game is set 30 years before Black Ops 3, so no jetpacks. They confirmed.
Kind of sad about that. I was excited for at least some type of jetpack COD again.
I feel like we're in the minority of like wanting a jetpack COD again. I think a lot of the majority of people don't, but you just got to give it a chance, guys. Come on.
Yeah, it's time. It's time for it to come back at least for a year or two.
Okay, another thing about Black Ops 7 is Treyarch confirms that the level 1000 Prestige Master Rewards were teasers for Black Ops 7. And I think on top of this, they confirmed that the Prestige system will be returning like how it was in Black Ops 6. So
Cool.
The Prestige system, the level 1000 stuff. Maybe we got to do another 24-hour stream with Torn. That's pretty cool. Release date.
Maybe next year we get a Torn house. We could do a Road to Prestige 1000 Prestige Master or something.
Oh gosh, that'd be crazy, man. But it would be a lit stream. It would be racing optic. What was this one? Oh, this is really Black Ops 7. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Black Ops 7. Not a whole lot of stuff coming out that's new. Oh,
also I saw something on there too. On the little interview where they had the other day, saying that Blackout is not coming back or something like that. The little screenshot or little video on the trailer with the wings. Yeah, that's part of the co-op campaign only.
Wow.
But I don't know.
Who knows though? Who knows? Lying? Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
You gotta keep a little bit of hope. And then one more thing about Call of Duty is that as we're recording this is June 19th. You'll be seeing this a couple days later, but the Black Ops 2 reveal trailer opening scene was set this day, June 19th, down there. Does it bring back memories?
Yeah, I miss this time era, bro. I miss Black Ops 2 days.
Surprises me.
This one I feel like life was good.
Wow. All right, one more thing with Champs though. I forgot to mention while we are doing it is we actually met each other at Champs. So while we're talking about Champs, let's watch ourselves meet each other again.
Oh no. No, bro. I already know. I'm thinking of the one part that's cringe already. There we go. Oh, just play it. Just wrap me up. There we go. My God,
it was so loud here. This was a vibe though.
What's good, man? Right here.
Look at Ralph.
Leave me hanging. No! No!
I didn't see it.
No!
Oh my God.
Ever since that day, bro, I'm not gonna. Ever since that day, I stopped doing the dab with the fist pump. Then,
bro, look, you're looking for it. You're looking for it,
dude. No.
This is the perfect pause, and then I'm just not even paying any attention.
It makes me cringe inside right now. Oh God. Oh God, man.
My bad, bro. My bad. Oh man.
The chemistry wasn't there yet. We barely even knew each other then. I was like, I think I barely joined Torn maybe like a couple weeks before
yeah, you were in Torn for like a month or two only at this point. So we had maybe talked on Discord like once or twice.
Yeah.
So we did not know each other. And then
Just know next time if we meet up again, I'm gonna do that fist pump again. You better be ready for that.
I have to be ready. I would have. Some people might know this guy.
Torn Ralphie.
There's Torn Ralphie in the cut. I just
all staring
ignored
in
him,
your eyes right
but
there,
he
bro.
was not in Torn at this point. But I did pretty much just ignore him.
Nice to meet you, bro. Nice to meet you, man. Actually, I brought you a shirt.
Oh.
I cut it. I'm not sure what happened after that. If you just like hid it away, but I cut it.
Okay.
So it's a 2X.
Oh,
Does
man.
that work? Perfect with my size. Nice. The first part of it? Yeah. The yours?
This is literally like one of our first times talking to each
I'm
other.
excited
But
for Sunday because I think it's going to be crazy. The crowd's already kind of crazy.
I was waiting
Honestly,
for you to come down.
I don't really have a team,
Sit with me.
but I'm
I'm
rooting
good.
for Ultra. Green Wall, Green
Yeah,
Wall.
they was.
Dude, they have so many fans here. Yesterday during the match.
yeah, there's Rocky and I beating at Champs. If you guys missed it, our Champs vlog from nearly 2 years ago at this point.
Now look, I'm swagged out with Torn merch. So next time, all Torn merch, baby.
That's right. Rocky was repping that Torn merch at last year's Champs. This was 2 years ago, but last year's Champs, Rocky was repping that Torn merch. Just had to
Yes,
show
sir.
that real quick. Bring back a bad memory for you.
Oh God.
But yeah, still on the topic of COD, and I guess kind of Champs. Toronto Ultra announced, because they're the ones hosting Champs, they announced this, and it's actually this weekend.
Oh yeah.
And it's a $10,000 tournament with 16 teams. But what's interesting is there's 3 CDL teams in it and 13 challengers teams. So I
Okay.
guess 3 of the 4 CDL teams not at Champs are playing in this.
Did they say who's in it? Was there a bracket? What was down there? Oh.
I don't think a
teams in it.
bracket has been released yet. It's just, it's interesting which team is not going to be playing in it. My guess is maybe Falcons aren't, because maybe they're taking a little break and like Pred could be in Australia or something. Exton could be in Saudi or Arabia or something. Maybe
Yeah.
them. But
Hmm.
like the only teams, the 4 teams not in Champs are Falcons, Cloud9, LAG, and who am I missing? Who are we missing? Oh, LAG. Bro, am I tripping?
LG. Oh my
LG, Falcons, Cloud9. Who's the 4th team not in Champs?
God. Let's go.
Let's go over here. Who's missing? I'm forgetting somebody. Rocker, Kenny.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So one of those 4 teams is not playing in this, and then there's a bunch of it's probably like the top 13 challengers teams, or it might be 13 random challengers teams, because like some of the top teams might be headed to Champs already. I don't know how it's gonna work. We'll have to see. I mean, we'll talk about it next episode because it'll have already happened, because it happens just this weekend. But
Tomorrow.
it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be live on the COD Challengers thing, so I'll definitely be tuned in, seeing what's up with it. But
that's cool, I guess. A little hype before Champs, I guess.
Yeah, because we haven't watched any COD, only the Torn League in a month.
Yeah.
All right, another tournament happening this weekend is the World Series of Warzone. So
the regional open.
Yeah, the regional open. So like a ton of players are gonna be trying to play in this, and I think it isn't like a separate game mode that they made.
Yeah, so it's a World Series of Warzone game mode, and I believe it's from you get to play it in that mode between 9 a.m. PST to I think 11 PST. So whatever stat you get between those times, it's a 3-day event, and whatever you get between those time frames, I think it adds up to like your best games between those 3 days, I believe.
Yeah.
And then
that's it looks like the top 100 teams. Yeah, top 100 teams move into these groups. And then
I think what sucks about these, like there's gonna be cheaters in those game modes. There's gonna be cheaters coming in these groups. So
true. Yeah.
That's something that sucks.
We do plan on playing in this and seeing what we do in it. Us two and Ralphie that you guys just saw.
Well, we're starting a date later though, but we're just doing it for fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But we aren't expecting to win the whole thing here, but we're gonna be testing it out, seeing how we compare against some of these other teams competing in it. $1 million in prizes though. World Series of Warzone, last chance qualifier here, and the regional opens. So if you are a Warzone player and you didn't know about this, better lock in. As
Yep.
this is posted, it's already been going on. So hopefully you knew about it. But this will be
Yep.
fun. I think it'd be a test because we've played some high level ranked lobbies in Warzone, like with some Eries and Crimsons, but we haven't really played like a legit, scrim format.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
And it looks like it's a lot of your scoring will come from kills. 1 kill is 1 point. First is 2x points, and then 30. Oh, okay. Your placing, it seems. Is this how? Do you know how it works?
Yeah, so the placings will go by your. So let's say you get like 5 total kills, and you get like second place. So you get 1.8 points toward like times that. So you'll get like
Okay.
what is that? Or 5 times 1.8.
It's like 8 or 9 or shit. I don't even know. Like yeah, it's like 8 or 9 points. Not
Yeah.
even times 2.
So it says that you really want to get kills as much as you can.
Yeah. So we're gonna be chowing. We're gonna be
Especially
chowing people.
especially that's a big map too. So you're gonna have to just like rank basically, play like rank, just popping advanced UAVs. You want to try to get course placements, but you want to get those kills.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So
we'll let you guys know how this goes. We'll be playing, seeing what we can do. Maybe it'll be easy and we'll win about 6 games in a row. We'll see.
yeah, but but for the World Series of Warzone, I'm depending. They haven't announced the location for it yet. If it's in Vegas again, I might want to pull it for that just because I'm not going to champs.
Hey, Vegas be
But
lit. Maybe I'd have to pull up too.
yeah, but if not, I'll be doing a watch party for sure for that.
Take care. And we'll keep you guys updated on all of that for sure.
Mhm.
Now, we got something for the people out here. We got a Rocky Classic here. This is a Rocky
Yeah.
Classic.
All right, this is the Krig C, the Rocky rank loadout. Pretty much everyone knows this loadout. This is the main meta AR. Maybe I might mix it up a little bit with these loadouts. Maybe give out some fun ones to use and like rebirth stuff like that. But overall, this is the #1 ranked gun, the Krig C. We're using the Doorbridge MF Reflex. It's probably the best sight between the Volsky maybe, and then maybe if you're really blind, use it 3 times. But a lot of people are using the iron sights too. But I suck, so I'm not using that. Then for the muzzle, we're using the monolithic suppressor. I believe it gives you damage range and bullet velocity, and keeps you off that mini map. So keeps you nice and secret on there. Try to get some sneaky kills in there. Game
Yep.
twist barrel, that vertical foregrip to help with the recoil. Of course, the nutsack mag.
70 bullets in that thing.
70 bullets per AR is crazy.
And hardly any recoil, so you could just shoot and shoot and shoot.
Then ergonomic grip, hop on with a recoil. Also the combat stock to hop with more recoil. You see on the bottom right, the accuracy is really, really high up there with the firepower. Then the fire mod, I use recoil springs because it makes it even more. Basically, I have no recoil. But if you're really, really cracked, you could use that it's called high velocity. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
The high velocity fire mod, basically. Now make it even better, but I don't have that aim for that. But that's the ranked load I guess you need to use right now to rank up in Warzone ranked.
If you're not using this, you're selling your team's SR, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like everybody's using the Krig because it's the best gun by far. I've even seen some people rocking like kind of like a 3 times or like a 2.5 times scope on it. So they can just beam from super long distance. And it's almost it's already almost like a sniper. Like this thing, you can shoot really long distances and not have hardly any recoil and hit a ton of shots. It is insane. Kind of crazy how it's like not nerfed into the ground, but still.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they do one more nerf before the World Series of Warzone. They usually don't. I think last year they did. And the meta changed right before the World Series of Warzone happened.
Yikes.
So this might be the meta rest till after World Series of Warzone. We'll see.
Yeah. So there's your Krig C loadout of the week on Loadout Lounge, baby.
Yes, sir.
Next up, just our weekly little Torn League segment, just updating you guys what's going on. Right here in the background is from the Torn League channel. that if you ever want to see some highlights, that's where you can check them out. This is a reverse sweep that Rocky casted between Burgers and
Oh,
Four Kings.
I was gonna say, it looked familiar.
Yeah. Reverse sweep.
But yeah,
Burgers went down 2-0 and then won 3 maps straight to win the series. Tour League's been doing great. Still been casting matches. And
uh-huh.
we're about to finish week 3. So only 2 more weeks after this of the regular season. And then we'll get into the playoffs. The playoffs are going to be lit. I can't wait for the playoffs. But
Yeah,
we,
so far this week, I've been seeing a lot of good matchups instead of these door dashes. But
yeah, we're getting to the point where like the good teams are playing the good teams in the group, and then the teams that they DoorDash are starting to play the other teams that got DoorDash.
yeah,
So the skill levels are matching out a little bit. It wasn't even intentionally like that. It's just how it happened. But there have been some good matches, and there have been some crazy ones too. There was a game 5 round 11. You had an issue where it went round 11, and then there was something that happened. You want to explain that?
oh yeah. So it was map to round 11 protocol. I forgot what teams it was, to be honest. But they had a 2 setup down the A. They planned the bottom A. They had 2 setup, 1 top spiral, 1 bottom the stair spiral, watching the bottom push. So the other team, both guys push big door from both sides, and they know they're both in spiral, so they both double chow it. And one guy on when I had the setup didn't even shoot because he was lagging outside the map. So I had to talk to the commissioner and make sure everything was like, what do we do here? But
Yeah.
both teams were cool about it. They replayed it.
So they loaded up a new game and played 1 round, and it was supposed to be 5-5. That is crazy, man. There's been some stuff like that that's happened so far. So sometimes it's out of our control, like with the lag and internet, but still, nonetheless, Tournament League has been a lot of fun. We've had fun casts on the matches, and I think people have enjoyed it. Like I've had a lot of people say recently, like, "Hey, thanks for doing this, guys. It's been a lot of fun." So we'll be continuing this on to Black Ops 7. But there's your little Tournament League update for anything that's happening if you're interested in that. And a couple more things, just a couple more things here. We talked about Splitgate dropping the Battle Royale. We said we were going to play it, and we did last night. And here's a little clip from what happened. It was by our teammate over here. Oh, he's above you. Rocky got shots going in.
I got him.
Yes.
Oh my god, let's go, chat! Dude. I had so much fun playing this last night, bro.
Yeah, I was not expecting to enjoy Splitgate as much as I did. I'm going to be completely honest. The Battle Royale, I like Battle Royale games, but the movements felt good on it. The guns, pretty solid. And there must have been some skill base, but I didn't feel like, I was playing guys that were completely out of my skill level. We did play a few bots, I feel like, but still, it was a good time. It was a good time.
It feels like a Halo and Apex combined.
Yeah, I haven't played Halo in a long time, but the guns kind of reminded me of like Halo vibes. And then Apex with the movement and the crates and whatnot that you loot. Yeah, it's actually like if you guys have not played it, it's worth trying out. It is pretty fun.
We might have to go back on it again soon. I really enjoyed my time on it.
Yeah, if we're ever not vibing with COD, I would not mind playing this.
Hopefully they drop rank for the Battle Royale, but
yeah.
If they do,
we'll have to try it out. Here's what we got that game. I had 18. Rocky had 16. And our teammates, those were some random teammates, but they had 10 and 9 apiece too. We were shooting, getting those kills. 13, that was XP. I was about to say 13k damage, but 2k damage. Hey, I was not expecting to have as good a time as I had. Being straight up with everybody listening, it was a pretty fun game. Not gonna lie. We might be glazing a little too much, but it deserves it. It was good. It was fun, yeah. So yeah, there's our Splitgate update. We played it. We had a good time on it. We played it for a solid hour and a half. We got 3 wins within that hour and a half. And there's even another multiplayer game mode that you can play. We tried it a little bit, but the Battle Royale is what we're most looking forward to, and that's what we played the most of.
What would you rate it out of 10?
Out of 10, like what am I comparing it to? Just how much fun I had, or am I comparing it out of 10 to like other Battle Royales? To other Battle Royales. First person Battle Royales. Oh, first person. So no Fortnite? No Fortnite. We know Fortnite stopped here. So basically, like Warzone and Apex and Splitgate.
Apex.
I don't know.
And
No.
is there another one? No,
Uh,
there isn't.
I don't know really. But those are the 3 I've played. I mean, I only played it once, but I put it on par with Apex and like just as much fun as I had on it. I'd say.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it's a better game than Apex, but I had a good time on it. What are you rating it?
I give it like a solid 7.
Yeah, it's above average. It's a good time.
That's above average, yeah.
It's not the best
Even
thing
though
ever.
even though Warzone's trash right now, it's been the last couple of years. I still take Warzone over this, of course.
Yeah. So that leads us to our last segment of the day. You guys know what it is. We got the CDL Wordle.
Hey, we actually got it right last week.
We got it right. It took us a while, but we got it right. Let's see if we can do it a little quicker here. We're going Vivid.
We're gonna stick with Vivid.
Our boy Vivid. First guess. 0 wins. Oh. On
He's young,
LAG though.
And he's young.
And he's younger. Okay. Not Minnesota. I was gonna spit out Estriel. Exceed. Was he on any other teams other than LAG?
No, I don't think so. You try.
Nope. Oh, he was on Minnesota at one point, I guess. All
Maybe
right.
Linz?
Linz was on Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota, yeah. I think LA. What am I think LAG for?
LAG, pretty young. DiamondCon, like, just start throwing people out.
Yeah.
I don't remember if DiamondCon was on a team with Exceed. I don't think so. Oh, he's
Yeah, okay, it was. It was a Vivid.
oh, they were on teams with DiamondCon. Okay.
Okay, so what year was this? This was
I mean, DiamondCon was last year. Was it? And maybe on the year before.
I think it was MW2.
NW2. Oh man. That
Oh,
roster
is it
it's a blur.
Is it those RCs on that team, right? RCDs. Isn't that it's not Joe?
Jodeci's? Oh.
Yeah.
Could be.
I could
Wait,
be wrong.
we haven't had LAT or Toronto. Okay, yeah. Nope.
No.
Left 20. The only other player coming to my brain right now is Fame. Because I know he teamed DiamondCon last year. And he wasn't on Minnesota.
Was DiamondCon rookie last year? I thought DiamondCon.
I think he played one more year. He's on NYSL at some point. When the hell? When was he on NYSL? I don't know, bro. Fame?
Okay, let's try it. Yeah, I thought I cooked with Joe.
Okay.
Okay.
So it seems like they were on this team last year. That was Estriel, Fame, DiamondCon, and Assault. Assault's Flames.
Oh yeah, Flames.
Our boy Flames. Come on, be Flames. Yes, Flames. Hop on the Loadout Lounge podcast. Yep. Come on, join us on the podcast, Flames.
Yeah,
I've been seeing Flames streaming a lot. That's why I'm saying that. He's been on the streaming grind, but Flames, we got it. Only 6 guesses too. That's not horrible. A lot of people did 10 plus. Most people did 10 plus guesses. So we did pretty good.
We're average.
The average was 7. We got it in 6. Let's go, baby.
Heck yeah.
Hey, we did all right for once.
Yeah, number 2 now. That's our record.
Yeah. All right.
2-2.
There's our last segment. I don't got much else to talk about. We will be keeping you guys posted next week, which our podcast next week might be out a little bit later because it'll be after Champs. And Champs will be done over the weekend. So it might be like a week and a half where our next episode comes out. But still, it's gonna be a banger episode. We're gonna have a whole Champs recap to go over. And then after that, we'll have some time before EWC. Maybe we'll get a couple guests on the podcast. Maybe so. I've been reaching out to some names. Won't give too much information out, but maybe we'll get some people to join up. We're trying to do some like interview type of style stuff as well with some people that are either like, you know, ex-pros or pros, stuff like that. So hopefully they get back to us on that, or we could also have some of our guys in Torn. They got interesting stories as well. Anyways, that's all I got. You got anything else?
No, that was a fun one right there. I'm just glad we got this segment right here done fast.
Yeah.
I'm proud of us.
We did the CDL Wordle fast. You guys saw our champs bracket. Once again, let us know if your bracket would be similar to us. If you think we got it right, let us know your thoughts down below. And thank you guys for tuning in to Loadout Lounge. We'll see you next episode.
Peace.
Peace out.